G'day. Welcome to this video on bridging visas. If you're planning to stay in Australia while waiting for your visa application to be processed, or if your current visa is about to expire, a bridging visa can be a lifesaver. In this video, I'll be explaining everything you need to know about bridging visas in Australia. But before we continue, I'd just like to request if you could please subscribe to this channel, like this video and share this video with family and friends. Thank you. Let's continue. So let's just discuss what exactly is a bridging visa. A bridging visa is a temporary visa that allows you to stay lawfully in Australia while you're waiting for a decision on your substantive visa application or while you make arrangements to depart Australia. It is important to note that a bridging visa does not grant you any additional rights or privileges beyond what your substantive visa would provide. It simply allows you to remain in Australia lawfully while you await a decision or make arrangements to depart. Okay, so here, as you can see on the screen, I'm on imi.homeaffairs.gov.au, and in the search box, I've already put in bridging visa and hit enter. Once you do that, you'll get these results that you can see here. I've opened bridging visa A, bridging visa B, bridging visa C, and bridging visa E. So they're the four main types of bridging visas. There are several types of bridging visas in Australia, but these these four are the main four bridging visas that we will be discussing in this video. Okay, so let's discuss the bridging visa A. So here, at your own leisure, I don't want this video to be very long, you can read more information, but as a summary, the bridging visa A is the most common type of bridging visa. It is granted to individuals who have lodged a substantive visa application while they are still in Australia. So for example, if you've come here on a visitor visa and you've decided, okay, I want to study, then when you make your student visa application, you'll be granted a bridging visa A automatically, and that sits in the background until your visitor visa expires. And so if your visitor visa expires before your student visa is finalized, then your bridging visa A will come into effect, and this will allow you to stay in Australia lawfully while your substantive visa application, being the student visa, is being processed. The conditions of your BVA will depend on the conditions of your previous visa. So that's how the bridging visa A works. You can only get it if you make lodge a substantive visa application while you are in Australia. Okay, and let's now look at the bridging visa B. Okay, so this is the bridging visa B. Again, I'm just going to go over the summary. There's a lot of information here which you can look at your own leisure, and I'll be answering questions as much as I can in the comment section. So please subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people, and like the video and share with family and friends. So with the bridging visa B, you can so the bridging visa B is granted to individuals in Australia who hold a bridging visa A and need to travel outside Australia while they are waiting for a decision on their substantive visa application. So it allows you to leave and re-enter Australia while your substantive visa application is being processed. We will use the previous example again. So if you've applied for a student visa while on a visitor visa, your visitor visa is expired, you're holding a bridging visa A, some sort of emergency happens overseas and you need to travel, you apply for a bridging visa B. And so as it says here, leave and return to Australia within the defined period, travel period, and while your application for substantive visa is being processed. Now you need to on your application you'll need to put how long you need to travel for, and you must have a valid reason to travel, and then they can base it on that on your application. So it's a case-by-case basis. You need to have compelling reasons to travel, and you need to specify how long you need to travel for. It says also here that you can already be holding a bridging visa B. So for example, you've previously left on a bridging visa B, come back, you still haven't been granted your student visa, but something happens and then you need to travel again. So you can still be holding a bridging visa B and then come back and travel again and apply for another bridging visa B. So read that information at your own leisure, and that's the bridging visa B. Let's have a look at now bridging visa C. Okay, so the bridging visa C is granted to individuals in Australia, while in Australia that do not hold a substantive visa but are not unlawful non-citizens. The bridging visa C will allow you to stay in Australia lawfully while you make arrangements to depart Australia. So a bridging visa C is also granted, say for example, while, say again for the previous example, say for if you have a student visa application ongoing, you're holding a bridging visa A, and you've decided, okay, now I don't want to do the student visa anymore. It's most likely not going to be granted, or from a fact that it has already been refused. You can apply for another visa while holding the bridging visa A. And if you do so, then you're granted a bridging visa C in that scenario. Okay, so that's how that works. It also says here, stay lawfully in Australia until your substantive visa application is finally determined, or where granted in association with a judicial review, until those proceedings are completed. So yeah, that's another scenario where you will be granted a bridging visa C. So that's the bridging visa C. And the final one we're going to discuss in this video is bridging visa E. So the bridging visa E is granted to individuals in Australia who are in immigration detention or have overstayed their visa and have had their visa cancelled. The BVE allows you to remain in Australia lawfully while your immigration matter is resolved. So for example, you've come here on a tourist visa and you were supposed to leave on a particular day. So say on the day your visa expires, for some reason your flight got cancelled, and your next flight is not within a week. So for that 1 week to stay lawful, you need to apply for a bridging visa E. So that's how the bridging visa E works. You need to apply for that until you finalize your arrangements to depart Australia. Okay, and there you have it. That's a wrap. So that's the 4 main types of bridging visas: A, B, C, and E explained. Bridging visas can be incredibly helpful if you are in a tricky immigration situation. Remember, the type of bridging visa you'll need will depend on your individual circumstances. So it's always best to seek professional advice and speak to a registered migration lawyer or an agent. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video informative. Please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share this with your family and friends, and see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.